This channel does not promote any violence, harmful or illegal activities. All content provided by this channel is meant for educational purpose only.
Candidate or are you not? Then who are you then?
We are all the petitioners who have challenged it, we could not be selected because of this all illegal procedure. That's when
the order says that all untainted candidates and those disabled candidates would be. What more do you want?
The difficulty is now, by virtue of the notification, they have added the new vacancies.
That we are not going to go into. We never said that the rules will stand frozen.
My Lord, kindly see, this court directed that they will not get any advantage of this.
We did not say turn back the clock and start from there.
Oh, your Lordship had said that the
only granted age relaxation to particular categories. I think the disabled candidates.
MA application, Lordship was categorical that no advantage would be given to them. Now they, by virtue of amendment of rules, 10 marks is given benefit to them.
No, we are not going to say that. Where have we said that we have frozen the rules or kindly come to the conclusion, page 506.
It's not judgment which is at pilot.
Come to the operative portion.
Yes, conclusion. Yes, operative portion of my letter.
Where have we said anything that helps you?
46, kindly come to that.
Para 46.
Yes. The last question relates to the relief and whether it requires any modification. We find no valid ground or reason to interfere with the direction of the High Court that the services of tainted candidates who were appointed must be terminated, and they should be required to refund any salaries, payment tips. Since their appointments were the result of fraud, this amounts to cheating. Therefore, we see no justification to alter this direction. Then second, for candidates not specifically found to be tainted, the entire selection process has been rightly declared null and void due to the egregious violation of illegalities which violated Article 14 and 16. As such, the appointments of these candidates are cancelled. However, candidates who are already employed need not be asked to refund or restitute the payments made to them. However, their services will be terminated. Furthermore, no candidate can be appointed once the entire examination process and the results have been declared void. Then,
Para 47 may not be relevant.
And we come to Lord 48 and 49. 49 is very important. The disabled candidates mentioned in the previous paragraph will be allowed to participate in the first selection process if required with age relaxation and other concessions, similar to the other candidates like us.
But not specifically tainted.
But not specifically tainted is also eligible to participate with appropriate age relaxation. In our opinion, such a direction would be fair and just. Then they file an application, MA application. And this court was kind enough to pass an order in the MA application. Kindly turn to
those who are working would continue to work till the end of the year.
And then again, kindly come to the order passed by this court.
Which order?
That at page 426. The state government and the applicant
26.
426.
26. Give me a second. Yes.
But the advertisement for fresh recruitment to the aforesaid posts. Therefore, the Supreme Court was very categorical. There should advertisement for the posts which are declared to be nullity by the judgment. Therefore, they can alter it. Shall be published before 31st May. Then, the entire recruitment process. Then, kindly, skip over. We clarify after paragraph 4. This order shall not be read as a conferring any special right or advantage on the aforesaid teachers in so far as the fresh recruitment process is concerned. Now, by a sub-legislation rule, they have really tampered with this order. Kindly,
where have we said anything about what kind of rules should be applied? We said the recruitment process.
Recruitment,
obviously, the Service Commission is entitled, the authorities concerned are entitled to a higher standard if they choose to. How can you say no, the standard should remain static for all times to come?
But that was bothered about the standard. We are all
if they cannot post a new condition, that's obviously to see that they have better standards.
Not get the advantage of 10 marks additional.
No. We have not said anything on this.
My Lord was kind enough to say that they will not get the advantage of that.
Now, who would not take advantage?
The teachers whose services are terminated.
That the Service Commission should not take advantage.
No.
This order shall not be read as conferring on the aforesaid teachers.
So,
how are you twisting it around to apply it to the?
You will allow me. By making rules, they are giving advantage to teachers.
No. How are they giving advantage?
Just
how will you know how they will fare in the exam?
these additional 10 marks for teaching experience, which was never there. Kindly turn to the page.
They're not inclined to entertain this. I think this process, needs to go on. This amount of litigation which is going on,
The court, if
this will go on endlessly.
just 1 second. The court directs that there should not be advantage to the teachers. Now, if the court says,
They will not take advantage. We never said don't give advantage to the teachers. We said the teachers will not take any advantage.
no, they will not get advantage, but they are getting the advantage. By rules, kindly see, by rules, they say now the additional 10 marks. It should be kindly turned to 46 marks.
We are not going to.
Kindly have a look at it. Otherwise,
Sorry, Council.
this will kindly will not have, kindly,
If they do have teaching experience, that is good, is it not?
this experience, the appointments.
Whether you like it or not, they do have teaching experience.
So, if the appointments are declared void,
And also they have teachers.
if the appointments are declared void, how
We allowed them to continue to teach.
No. I am not clear. If the teachers who doesn't have the valid appointment, would they get the benefit of that?
Do not know how the rule will be interpreted this way.
The rule is very clear.
You may have, no, we are not going to preempt the exercise by not considering what that rule means.
I'm not asking that the schools are.
At this stage, we are not going to interfere.
Kindly look at it.
Not at this stage.
446.
So I'm sure you'll go back to the High Court once again, so we'll have
No.
some occasion to look at it once again.
Trouble to see at least one page.
Sorry, Council.
That this will give advantage to the talented teachers.
How will the tainted teachers? Tainted teachers are not even eligible to apply.
Not these past
Tainted teachers are out.
have been without the
They
negative.
are out.
Now the
And-
teachers who are
Who are untainted, if they do get the benefit of teaching experience, how are you?
But the question is, Lord, if the appointments are declared to be void, would not that experience be counted? That's a valid question.
We said that their appointments cannot stand because the entire process is wiped
Yes.
out. Not that they are liable or responsible for it.
No. Again, Lord, this is a question of liability. If they
We
get
find no good ground and reason to interfere with the impugn judgment, especially when recording it is.
discrimination,
That is also dictated now. Sorry. Pass overs.
you can say.
Item 1. Where were you in the morning? First item you don't turn up.
I am outside, but I am outside the court.
One thing should be clarified. The department given the age relaxation also.
The councillor also left.
The age relaxation should be granted.
Sorry?
Age relaxation.
That the order itself says so.
No, they are not permitting us.
The order, once it specifies that all untainted candidates will be given,
They have,
Petitioner will not be allowed because the property.
yes, the age relaxation should be granted. Law should very clarify that.
But age relaxation, your lordships are granted type of cases.
no, all untainted candidates.
And
They are not tainted according to them. They were not selected at all.
your lordships categorization was untainted and tainted in the judgment. Tainted and untainted in the judgment. Your lordships are dead with that.
That is,
Now look at this. Untainted case, not your lordships have granted age relaxation of two types, untainted and itself. Neither they are coming under the untainted because they were not serving.
Because
They are not serving at all. Therefore, they are not.
candidate.
Those who are within the age criteria, they will get it. And there cannot be a division of new, that is new employment has to be generated.
No, the candidates who are not tainted, they should be given the relaxation. That's the order.
You are not tainted.
But the councillor,
That's the basic thing.
if you look at the selection which we have set aside, you should get a second opportunity.
Okay, 14.
Only to tainted and tainted. Tainted would mean that they are already in this way. No,
Exactly.
that is the way problem.
Exactly. If you are not selected, you are not tainted, then there is a question of this.
If you were not even selected, you were not selected, is it?
But the the process was directed to be done after.
If you were not selected at all, you were not in the
They are
picture.
all below.
One of the candidates who appeared and did not figure in the select list, waiting list, you were not there in the picture at all. So So there's no question of giving you the title of untainted candidate.
No,
Untainted candidate in that context in the litigation
untainted.
was in the context of those who were already selected and appointed or in the waiting list.
Yes, you are in the
Those who were tainted, those who were not tainted. Were you in the waiting list?
Yes. Look, we are.
Select list. You were in the select list. No, were you in the select list? No, how many candidates were there in the waiting list?
They were not in the waiting.
They were not in the waiting list.
They have not, what they have done, in the averment they have said, all we are untainted category.
No. Those who participated are not entitled.
They were not selected at all.
They
They were not even in the
You're not
waiting.
there in the select list, you're out of.
Selected persons cannot be allowed to go for fresh selection. When fresh selection, it should.
If you were there in the select list, then the question would arise whether you were tainted or untainted. If you were not even selected, that title would not extend to you.
are entitled to participate.
Who are you?
We are the candidates. That's the judgment.
Who did not figure anywhere in the selection?
So the selection was.
It is not that we are setting back the clock for the entire 25,000 who have. That is not what it means. We have said untainted and disabled candidates.
What is
The entire lot is.
Blood and see.
will allow me to reach the judgment.
Nobody is enjoying the right. Rather, your lordships have put a stringent condition on us that you have to complete the selection process.
You are for the service commission.
Lordship's object was that good, better candidates should come. We developed two,
Without any manipulations. Without manipulations is the more important thing.
and only two exceptions have been made. Those who are untainted in employment, there should be an age relaxation, and those who are they are in that.
May I just explain? Lordship is not kindly listen for a second. Look,
You are admittedly not in the select list.
how could it be? Because the selection process.
Or could have been is a different thing. Speculation, Mr. Rahim, it can't be. We are not going to.
The state devices a new formula has to have changes.
So that's how our order reads. When the time we passed the order, you never said that all the 25,000 candidates who applied earlier, minus the tainted candidate, should be asked to. That is not the order. That is not the order. We have specifically used the word tainted and untainted.
That is the selected. Tainted, I believe the word appointed.
The word tainted, untainted necessarily has to be in the context of the select
The
list.
appointees.
Not the list, select list. If you do not come in the select list, you're out.
My lord is not directing below to have race selection only for the select list.
That is exactly what it
No.
means. You have to understand what the order says. It says tainted, untainted. If you are not even selected, where is the question of calling you an untainted candidate?
Directing fresh selection for 2016 for the
Sorry.
vacancies.
Sorry, that understanding perhaps is not.
May I read my lord's judgment at once, my lord?
We have already, I was there in the bench and I discussed it with the Chief Justice. We had a meeting over the weekend to discuss the judgment before it was pronounced. So you need to tell me what exactly we intended.
It was very
Chief
kind.
Justice took me into confidence on every aspect before he finalized the judgment and pronounced it.
And taking advantage to the.
So I'm telling you, our understanding was it should be allowed to appear, except those who have been found tainted.
Kindly come to my lord's order.
That was never our understanding. That would be entirely unwieldy. Where is the question?
So what would happen?
If you did not even pass in the earlier,
Fighting that the manipulation prevents us from getting to selected. And the court ultimately finds the entire manipulation and directs that it should be afresh. But what is the meaning of afresh then? And court also says the declared vacancies. Kindly come to the my lord's
so
order.
far as the age relaxation is concerned, that is the only relief given. Disabled candidates and untainted candidates. You are not untainted.
Not the
If
selected.
you are unfortunate enough to have crossed the age bar, then you're out.
No, my lord was categorical saying candidates, did not say whether the appointed candidates. He just give us
Untainted, we've already explained for the
untainted means
tenth time. I'm telling you, untainted obviously is contextual to the select list.
Then 3,50,000 of 2016. I applied for that.
Then no. Sorry.
my lord,
Sorry. Heard you.
kindly,
Sorry, we are not going to open that door.
partisans, but kindly takes up my order. This order will betray the earlier order of the court. Kindly
Sorry.
consider any order. Once, kindly.
You may have been litigating, but if you cross the age bar,
Kindly
sympathy but nothing more.
come to the MA order at page
426. Yes.
may I read it, Lord? An advertisement for fresh recruitment to the aforesaid posts. Aforesaid post means of the 2016 vacancies, which have been without under the consideration of court. Court found that the entire selection was bad. If the entire selection was bad and manipulated, then court directly cleaned it afresh. Therefore, why should we be with a debate from participating?
No.
And that's the consideration of court. And the court will not. The court had said without that those who are not tainted, they will have the relaxation. We are not tainted.
338.
Yes. March.
Was upheld by this court.
Undertake a fresh selection process in respect of the declared vacancies.
The vacancies may be frozen. That doesn't mean your candidature is also frozen.
The lordship, the vacancies are frozen without, then the participation without of those parties who had participation should be allowed.
13 also. Today we got
We have been fighting for years together, we not taken relief.
I don't think we can. Sorry. If I know good ground and reason to interfere with him, to just make specially petitions dismissed.
No, it's better.
Yes.
Permit us to withdraw this.
After this length of time, we don't.
It happens.
To begin with, we are completely
I thought we kindly consider because these
against this practice in the Supreme Court of trying your luck and then backing out. This system, this is a very unhealthy practice. At some point of time, it has to end. SLPs are not gambles.
here
You try your luck and then you take back your bid.
I appreciate.
That is exactly what all of you do. It's a very unhealthy practice.
These of course without in my humble submission
Sorry, we are dismissing.
that's created the bad
We are dismissing it. That is all there is to it.
No.
Sorry. Whatever it is. It has to go on now. I think enough as it, whatever it is, let the process go on now.
They play fraud and
Yes.
taking advantage.
Item 1.